guys, welcome back to day 6 of our challenge, getting fitter and stronger. And today we are going to be working on our obliques and adductors. So this goes back to day 1. We are going to be using our overball again, and join me in just a minute. You guys, so as you can tell behind me, I am still in Paris, and I brought the Eiffel Tower behind me because I know everyone loves that so much. I couldn't get it all the way in the video, but I hope you enjoy the scenery. We are going to, like I said, be working on our obliques and our adductors today. We're going to incorporate again some cardio work, so we'll pop up from our mat and we'll do jumping jacks and things like that just to get our heart going and our blood flowing. You're going to want your overball. But for right now, I'm just going to start with it down on the mat, and we're going to start standing. So when you're ready, let's get moving. So just to start getting our blood flowing here, I need to find some solid ground. Well, let's just kind of start like running in place. I'm just going to kind of like go back and forth, translating my weight from right to left foot, picking the other up. So just kind of running in place. I'm not like mega picking up my knees, just sort of hopping a little bit. So wherever you're coming in from, if it's just the morning and you're just getting going for the day, or if you've come in from a long day, just kind of centering, breathe. If you're in the middle of your day and you're like, I've got 20 minutes. Here we go, let's do this. Okay, just start going back from left to right foot. So take those feet out a little bit wider than your shoulders, hopping back and forth. That's it, just breathing. You can have hands to your side or on your hips, however you prefer. And then, I don't have my jump rope with me, so let's pretend. Okay, so let's do both feet, just hopping up and down as if you're just trying to clear a rope that goes underneath you over the ground. And now let's just hop on one foot. So just hopping on one, and then the other. Rolling to that ankle and switch to the other, hopping on that one foot, then switch back to the other, jump it out wide and pause. From here, we're going to click our feet together, bringing our knees up, and then jump back to this position for 10 times. Here we go, up and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Let's go for 10 more because those are fun. We go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, you guys. All right, let's bring it down. Come to seated on your left hip. You're going to bring yourself into a mermaid position. Just have your ball off to the side. We're not going to use it right away. Make sure you can try and get that right sit bone down underneath you to the mat. If you can't, grab a towel, pop it underneath your left hip, and that'll help even out your hips. We're going to bring our arms to a T, take a big inhale, elongating the spine up, come down onto your left elbow, stretch the right arm out overhead, and just breathe into that top rib cage. And then exhale, come up and over, and then lean out to the right side, left arm up over your head. And then coming down to the left and stretching out and over, elongating those obliques before we get into strengthening them. And stretch. And down over to the left. And over to the right. It's such a sunny day today. It's so beautiful. This is quite unusual for Paris. But it's April now, so pretty weather. Yay! I don't come from an area with winter, so living where there's winter, I'm always like so happy to see spring. I'm like, oh goodness, the sun's back, yay. Lean it out over to the left, you guys. And then come all the way back up to center. You're going to bring that left hand way off to your side. You're going to scooch the left foot out, keeping it slightly bent. Bring the right foot just behind the left foot. House your right knee up towards the ceiling. Again, make sure this hand is far enough away from you. We're going to bring it up into our side bends. Here we go. With an inhale, you're going to straighten the legs, lift the hips, and then just arch the hips up towards the ceiling as you look down at your grounding arm. Bend the knees and bring the hips back down. Here we go for 7. Lift it up and arch, squeezing that left inner thigh up towards the right inner thigh as you come up to the top. Inhale exhale, come down. And inhale up. And exhale down. And inhale up. And exhale down. Really make sure that as you come up, you're really pressing those hips up towards the ceiling. And lower it down. And we go for 3. Lower it down. We go for 2. And lower it down. We go for 1 more, and we're gonna stay up there. Bring that top arm up towards the ceiling. I want you to stack your feet, bringing the top foot onto your bottom. Top hand comes behind your head. We're gonna bring top knee and elbow together, and release. Together, and release. We go for 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Last 1. Good job. I want you to come down onto your hips. Bring it down onto that elbow. Keep your feet stacked. We're going to lift it right back up into a side plank. Just lift it on our forearm. We're going to inhale. Squeeze those inner thighs together. Lift it up. Top hand threads underneath your rib cage. Look underneath at it. And then face center. And thread and twist. Lift, face center. Thread and twist. Lift, face center. We go for 4 and 3. Pushing up and out of that bottom shoulder for 2. 1 more. And bring your hips all the way down. Beautiful. We're going to lift it up onto that bottom hand. 1 more time. You're going to stagger your feet, but we're going to bring the bottom foot forward and the top foot back. Here we go. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift it up. Top hand comes behind that head. I want you to stabilize on your top foot, and you're going to bring the bottom knee to top elbow and release. 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last 1. Lower the hips down, and then you're going to lower it all the way back down to that left forearm. Good job. Stack your feet. You're in one long line with yourself here. Lift your top arm up towards the ceiling. If you need it for support, just bring your fingertips in front of you on the floor. Here we go. We're going to lift the top leg up and down. Lift it up and down. Now I am letting that hip open out a little bit so that it can get that leg slightly higher. But even though I'm doing that, I'm trying not to fall too much into that top waistband. So you want to keep the bottom waistband lifted. You don't want to end up with the bottom waistband touching your mat and falling into your supporting shoulder. We lift and lower for 2 and 1. Lower it down. You're going to swing the leg forward, circle up and back, forward, up and back and circle. 1 more time. Forward, circle up and back, pause, and reverse. Swing it back, circle up around, and swing it back. Up and around, and swing it back. Still trying to lift out of that bottom supporting shoulder and bring it down. You're going to come down onto your elbow, hand supporting the head. Your front hand or your top hand can just be in front of you. We're going to lift the top leg and lower it down, this time keeping the leg in parallel. So lift and lower. Now the challenge to keep that bottom waistband lifted off the mat is more challenging, right? Because it's right there on the mat. But think of reaching this leg long and away from you as you lift it up. We go for 3 and 2. And last 1. Hold it up. The bottom leg lifts up and down, just the bottom leg, up and down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower it down. Come up onto your elbows simply so that you can grab your ball and bring your ball in between your ankles. All right, coming back down onto the elbow with your hand supporting your head, or if you would prefer, you can lie your head down onto your arm. Arm goes long. We're gonna lift those legs up together, down together. Squeezing that ball up and down, in, up and down, and up and down. So you can see I'm using my top hand as a little kickstand in front of me. Up and down, up and down. We go 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Hold it up. Flex your feet, point your feet. Flex and point, keeping that bottom quad lifted off the mat. 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Last 1. Hold your flex. Tiny squeezes on the ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, you guys. Good job. All right, go ahead and grab your ball in between your hands. You're gonna pop it back up to standing. All right, and keeping the ball in between our hands, we're going to lunge forward. Pass the ball underneath us. Grab a hold of it with one hand. Step back out of that lunge. Lunge forward with the other leg. Go under and back up. Here we go. Whoops, I almost passed the ball in front of me as I came up. So do under the legs. So it makes you get low in your lunge to be able to reach the hand on the other side. Low and low. Here we go. 5. 4 more each side. 3. I'm losing count. I'm like concentrating. 2. 1 more. And hold it down. So hold your lunge. You're going to pass the ball under, bring your arms to T. Under, arms to T. Under, T. Under, T. 6. There you go. 5. 4. Pull your belly button in, squeeze your glutes. 3. 2. 1 more. Stick with me. And stand it up. All right, you have one more side to do. All right, lunge it back down. Find that deep lunge. Here we go. Pass the ball for 8, 7. Really bring those arms to a T. In between. 6, 5, 4, 3. That's it. You have 2 more. Stick with me. 1. And okay, stand it back up. All right, you can put the ball down on your mat, and we're gonna do those jumps again. We're gonna do it 20 times. So starting with your feet just wider than your shoulders, we're gonna pull our knees up, click our feet together. We're gonna go for 20. Jump it out with me. Go. 18, 16, 14, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1. You did it. All right, let me fix my crazy hair. All right, hair fixed. Bring it back down onto your mat, onto your right hip, and you're gonna come into your mermaid position. Go ahead and bring your ball just forward to the side of the mat. Arms to a T. Come down onto that right elbow and stretch it out overhead, breathing into that top rib cage. And then over to the left and to the right. Oh, that breeze came just at the right time. And to the right. Use your breath here. Really elongate those sides so now you can really appreciate that stretch, especially in the right side of those obliques that we were just using. Ready to go to the other side now. Let's go 1 more full one. Stretch off to the right. Last time to the left. And here you go. You're gonna bring that right hand out far beyond you. Scoot your right foot in front. Left foot goes down on the floor just behind with that left knee bent. And here we go. We're gonna lift it up into that side bend. Lifting it up, arcing those hips, looking down at that supporting hand. Bend the knees, bring the hips back down. Here we go. For 7. Just barely tap those hips down and then lift back up. That's it. And 5. and 4, and 3, and 2. I'm gonna adjust my hand here. We go right back up for 1. Here you go. All right, your top arm comes straight up. Your feet are gonna stack. Hand goes behind your head. We bring elbow to knee. Top elbow, top knee come together. We go for 6, and 5, 4, 3, and 2. Good job, you guys. And 1. Bend your knees, come all the way down onto your right elbow. Keep your feet stacked. Take a breath. And we're gonna lift those hips right back up. Thread that top arm underneath your ribs. Look down, and then face center. Twist and front. Twist under and face front. For 4, and 3, and 2. Last one. And bring it all the way down. Go ahead and bend your knees slightly. Come back up onto that hand. All right, stack those feet again. We're going back up there, lifting those hips. Arm is straight. Hand comes behind your head. You're gonna get that top foot just slightly behind you, and we're gonna go top elbow to bottom knee for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, with a smile, 1. Bend your knees and come down onto your hips. Bring it back down onto your elbow. You're going to bring your legs straight in line with you. You can bring that top arm up. We're gonna lift the top leg up and down. Remember, you can start to open that hip slightly into an external rotation just so you can get that leg a little bit higher, but without clunking in to your top waistband and without dipping down in that bottom waistband. Does that make sense? Sorry for the sunglasses, guys. I know I've said that in other videos. I'm like, outside with the sun, it's just not possible without them. Lift and lower. Lift and lower for 2 and 1. Hold it down. Swing it forward, circle it up, around, and back. Swing forward, circle up, around, and back. And up, around, and back. Pause and reverse. Go back, up, around, and forward. Back, up, around, and forward. Back, up, around, and forward. And then lower it down. You're gonna come all the way down onto that bottom elbow, hand behind your head. And we're just gonna lift that top leg up and down, keeping it parallel. This time, remember to keep that bottom waistband lifted. You could even put your fingertips underneath you, and then you can kind of feel what's happening in the body. And if as you lift that top leg, you're able to lengthen it away from you more than just lifting it up. So it's really more of like a feeling in the body. But if you have that image, you can kind of direct your body in that way. Let's go for 2, 1, hold it up. Your bottom leg lifts up and down, up and down, up and down. 5, squeeze that inner thigh up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Pop back up onto that elbow so you can grab hold of this ball, put it in between your ankles, and then you'll lie all the way down onto your bottom arm. We're going to lift those legs together up and down, squeezing in on that ball, trying to not let your legs go left to right, but really stay over top one another. So I notice on this side it's different for me. I have a lot more movement kind of back and forth. The other side I was able to keep it a bit more stable with that ball. So really keep your squeeze and really pull those legs away from you. That will help to eliminate those moves front to back. Good. Let's go for 3 and 2. On 1, we hold it up, we flex and point. Flex and point. 6, try and get that bottom thigh off of the floor for 4 and 3 and 2. 1, hold your flex, squeeze your ball, tiny squeezes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Good job. All right, you guys are gonna turn around to face forward, and we are gonna keep the ball in between your ankles. So don't worry if it fell out like mine did, you'll just reposition it. And then we're gonna come back to our elbows here. I might need to adjust. Okay, I wasn't on flat ground. Coming onto your elbows, we're gonna bring the knees in towards us, okay? And then I want you to extend your legs straight up. Now, if that's not available, just keep your knees bent. So here we are. We're gonna do circles with our legs. Circling left, down around to the right, come back up center and hold. Circle right, squeezing that ball, down, around, and back up. Your circle doesn't need to be as large as mine. I wanna make sure you can keep pulling your belly button in towards your spine as your legs go out and away from you. So maybe they'll go not quite so far down. Make sure that you protect your spine and work within where you are at your level. Around. Let's go 2 more. Down, around, over to the right, lift up. 1 more time to the right, down, around to the left, lift it up, and bend your knees in. I'm gonna scoot it forward because I'm gonna be on the incline. I want you guys to lay it all the way down on your mat, and you're gonna bring your arms long by your sides. We're gonna take it into our corkscrew. So, same thing. If you can't get your legs straight, put your ball in between your knees instead of your ankles, and you can do the exact same thing in between your knees. You're going to bring the legs up, and just like a rollover, I want you to just roll it straight back and over, bringing those legs overhead, parallel. Now I want you to bring the legs off to the right as we roll the spine down straight. Legs circle from right around to the left, and you roll it back up, center at the top, then legs pull off to the left. As you roll that spine down straight, circle the legs down away, around to the right, and roll it up, center at the back and top. Legs pull off to the right as you roll down straight onto that spine, circle off around to the left, and then lift it up and over. Legs pull to the left as you roll down. Use those arms to press back against your mat. So engaging your triceps and your upper back like we did in day 4. Roll it down. Reach those legs down, away, back up, and overhead. And this time we're gonna roll it down straight. Legs stay straight, spine is pulling down straight. Bring the legs just back up over your hips. Arms go almost to a T, and you're going to lean the legs to the left, squeeze the ball pull center. Lean the legs to the right, squeeze the ball pull center. Lean the legs to the left, squeeze and pull center. You can go so far that that opposite hip comes up, but not so far that the opposite shoulder blade comes off. And squeeze and pull. Let's go twice more. Squeeze that ball and pull in. And last one. Squeeze that ball and pull in. Bring it all the way in. Give your knees a hug in towards your chest. And bring the ball in between your knees. We are going to do a tiny little crisscross just to end today. Okay. Hands behind your head. Legs to tabletop, feet together. Squeeze that ball really tight. I want you to lift the chest up and out towards the outside of that right thigh. We have 6 pulses, squeezing that right knee especially into the ball. We go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it center. Don't come down onto your shoulder blades. Lift that chest up and out to the outside of the left thigh. Squeeze that left knee especially in towards the ball. We pulse up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head and neck and shoulders come down. Give yourself a nice hug. Let your ball come down onto the side. Hands go back behind your thighs, and you can rock yourself up to seated. And you guys finished. You finished day 6. You guys, we're more than halfway done. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful sunny day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this challenge, and if you are and you would love to see more, I invite you to come to my website at goneadventuring.com. The link is in the description of this video. Register for free, and like I said, it's a countdown to the launch of a full video subscription website with all sorts of workouts that you can do on your time at your pace. So join me, and I'll see you soon.